Here we are in my folder for week 2, and I'm dissatisfied. I am dissatisfied because I don't want to have my, my nice clean folder structure in here polluted with imagery. So this is usually what happens in most websites. I will make another folder, and often this folder is named Assets. It's a very, very common name for this folder. And whether I might have an Assets folder here, I might have an Assets folder inside one of these other folders, but I'm going to say any assets that I need for my site are going to go in here. Now, to drill down further, think about what kind of assets your website might have. It might have images, it might have video, it might have PDFs for people to download. So there's potentially quite a few things that might be on your page besides images. So that is why inside the assets folder, it's also quite common to have an images folder in there. Seems like a lot of unnecessary bookkeeping, but it really does help you keep a little bit more organized. So now I'm inside week 2 lists, and inside my assets folder, my image is living in down there, and then my actual HTML file is here. Okay, now of course I've just broken my page because let's check it in the browser and refresh. Ooh, broken image icon, yuck. Well, this is crappy for multiple reasons. Number 1 is I just see broken image. Number 2 is I don't even know what the image was. It'd be nice if I could at least have a piece of text in here that would tell me what this image was supposed to be so I would know what I was missing. And that is the alt text, a very important part of an image. Actually, this fact that I'm missing the alt text is a validation error. So if I go here to my source code and I copy it and I paste it into my validator, this is going to flag it as an error. Ah, look, an IMG element must have an alt attribute. Okay, well, let's get one. And usually the alt, so the alt stands for alternative text, and this is the text that shows either if your image won't load, or if you are a person who's using a screen reader, for example, you can't see. And so this is a description of what the image is, even if you can't see it because you are blind. So this might be say something like Snow Crash book cover from Amazon. Then I'm going to save this. Let's just check this in the validator to make sure I have solved my problem. And the validator is happy with me again. Now let's check to see what it looks like if I refresh. Aha! It gives me the broken image icon, but it gives me my alternative text here, so at least I know what I'm supposed to be seeing. Now let's actually fix this so I can see it again. Taking a closer look at the SRC attribute, this snowcrash.jpg by default looks for snowcrash.jpg in the same folder as my file. Let's use brackets to help us find it now that it's in a new location. SRC equals assets. And then if I want to get that little hint back again, I can put my cursor right here after the /, hold down the control key and tap the space bar. And now it says, oh, did you mean assets images? Why, yes, I did. You can now select that. If I only click once, my hints stay up, but if you accidentally click away or something and you need to get back and you want the hint back, click here at the end of the /, hold the control key down and tap the space bar and you get it back. And now it says, did you mean this one? Yes. Okay, thank you, brackets. Let's verify that it works and then we'll see what just happened. Refresh. Yes, we're back. Perfect. Now, this says, from the place where I am, so the list notes.html file, go into the assets folder. Okay, so let me do that over here on the left. Then / means, okay, now I'm in the assets folder. Now go into the images folder. Done. Now access snowcrash.jpg. So this is going from the current folder into assets, into images, now accessing snowcrash.jpg. Pretty cool, right? This is called a relative path. So I'm going to put it right up here for you note takers. Relative path to the Snow Crash .jpeg file. So relative, because it relates to where the current HTML file is. Path, because that's what you call it. Called the way to get to a file. A file's location in a folder on a computer. That is the definition of a path. Okay, so now we're back. In the next video, we'll look at some specific examples of how to load images using the image loading game.